Welcome to Altered Pages, where myths masquerade as memories. Join Mika as we explore readings from a novel that's not yet written. These pieces revisit old versions of myself with compassion and honesty. Take your time, take what you need, and leave the rest. Piece 2. I remember what she lived through. Standing at a distance now, I can hear the thunder of the crying women who are trying to become and escape at the very same time. Back then, I wrote about pedestals of guilt that fathers and daughters traded for attention, for hope, for a scrap of acceptance. I didn't know I was describing an entire emotional economy. Love as currency, shame as tax. I remember the way you looked in the mirror, searching the folds of your face for answers. Love is there behind the folds in the mirror, she wrote. You were trying to believe it. You weren't just one girl. You were a whole cast of characters, because you couldn't bear to be the only one who knew. You wrote about live flesh, torn and stripped of nerves, replaced with an aura only certain people could see. I see now that you were trying to say, they treated me like an object. I became a ghost to survive it. The pain still lingers in my veins each time I run my fingers over the scars I've worked so hard to carve. I wrote that too, not yet understanding that the carving was not weakness, but a desperate attempt to move pain from the inside to the outside where I could see it, touch it, control it. I remember you wiping what others left behind, taking responsibility for messes that were never yours, cringing as he took what he wanted, swimming through tides of false womanhood with no life jacket and no language. You were so young, and for someone so young to grow so old so fast, you did so much for so many. You forgot yourself in the spirit of having others want you. That line still breaks my heart. I remember lying awake with you, that version of us while nausea filled your throat and sleep would not come. You dreamed of blood as fire, of rising from the flames like a snowflake turned to tears, then frozen again in defense. You weren't being dramatic. You were being accurate. No one taught you how to gently name what was being done to you, so you called it dragons and fires and warplanes and bombs. You saw the yellow eyes shining from the gift you gave birth to, the light inside you. You didn't believe you deserved, and you fled back to the depths of a discarded womb. I remember all of this now, with a different kind of breath. Not the panicked gasp of survival, but the slow exhale of someone who can finally say, yes, that happened. It was that bad. You weren't overreacting. You weren't crazy. You were hurting. I remember what you lived through, and I refuse to turn away from it anymore.